I know that no one has been more in front of the Patrick Mahomes thing than you have been. But if indeed he does not have Tyreek Hill this coming season, and that remains to be seen, but I think it is most people's expectation, do you expect the Chiefs to continue to fly as high offensively as they have and be the best team in the sport?
Yeah, because I think they're one of the most well-coached offensive football teams in the NFL, without a doubt. When you combine the fact that you have Andy Reid sitting there, you have Eric Bieniemy, who is a head coach in waiting, and their quarterback coach, Mike Kafka. Just remember that name too, folks. You want to talk about getting out ahead of things. He's going to be a head coach here very shortly in the NFL as well. Look, I know Tyreek Hill obviously casts a huge shadow over this team offensively, but it's a team that has some very, very good role players regardless. Look, Damian Williams is a pickup for them at running back that they signed to a long-term contract who they love. At tight end, Travis Kelce, still one of the most exciting players in the NFL, regardless of position. Their rookie draft pick from Georgia, Mecole Hardman, is someone who they really like. And then defensively, they've revamped that whole side of the football, Greeny. They have a new defensive coordinator in Steve Spagnuolo. Frank Clark is one of the most dominant young pass rushers in the NFL. And remember these two names, Juan Thornhill and Tyrann Mathieu, as far as a safety tandem. You will see these guys picking off footballs all over the football field this year. And I think this team just will play a much more collective, complementary type of game than the offense being as dominant as it was in 2018.
Lou, I understand what you're saying, but here's my issue with possibly not having Tyreek Hill. Most of his yardage comes after the catch. And Pat Mahomes' numbers were greatly inflated because of what Tyreek Hill was able to do after the catch. And then the deep ball as well. I agree with you that they can, look, in any situation where you lose two of your most productive players, Kareem Hunt and Tyreek Hill, you want Andy Reid to be the guy that's going to put you in position to have success. But you know as well as I know that when we talk about production in this league, that's a player's number, especially when it pertains to your quarterback having a lot of success. So with possible absence of Tyreek Hill, and obviously we saw them without Kareem Hunt, and everybody talked about if Kareem Hunt would have played in that game against the New England Patriots, the Chiefs would have won that football game. Do you think they replace that immediately, either by a player or even by committee?
Oh, it's going to be by committee. It's going to be Damian Williams and Carlos Hyde who will really carry the load as far as the running back position is concerned. And what I'm saying here, Swag, is this. Although offensively they may not be able to produce the same number of explosive plays in the absence of not having maybe Tyreek Hill for the season. We don't know how that's going to play itself out. I think what you're going to see happen here is, number one, Patrick's going to take another jump as well. So you have to assume that his game is going to go up another level, although it's kind of ridiculous to think, how do you top 50 touchdowns and 5,000 yards? But I think, it's kind of like Drew Brees, right? Some of Drew's best seasons in New Orleans, where he's throwing for 5,000 yards, statistically, when you look at how he played this year, although it wasn't a 5,000-yard season, Drew was just like a surgeon. And I think you'll see Patrick kind of morph his game in that way. And then from a total team perspective, they're going to get more cracks at it because the defense is going to be better. They're going to turn the ball over more. They're going to get more 3-and-outs because they're just going to be better on that side of the ball. So it'll look different, but I think the results ultimately can wind up being the same.